Hey folks, welcome back to Game Garbage Road. Take a look at games, chat about the game news, the industry, and of course, stream for fun. Today we're reacting to the news that we got about Halo Campaign Evolved. Let's take a look.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year.
Oh, cool! It's coming to
Talk more about
PlayStation.
it.
I'm actually excited for that.
Max and Greg from
I'm not
the
a fan of
development team.
exclusives,
Guys,
folks.
let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important, and for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless
Up
of
to
which
4 people
platform
on the
they're
campaign.
And then
Awesome.
we're kicking
And
it old
cross-platform.
school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles.
And then 2-player
on the couch
co-op.
together, just like we did back in the
Yes,
original.
good deal.
What do you have to do differently to account?
It's
got
gotta be pretty taxing, though, I would
For
imagine.
different co-op counts. We will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
The skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination, the pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. It is almost endless variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because I'd love to see it. I think, that'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally killed the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, kind of really take it to the enemy.
It's great. The sound.
Hey, that's great. So yeah, they're tweaking a few things.
All these weapons, by the way,
they're
have
adding
been
some small little
painstakingly
features.
remodeled, rebuilt, higher
Completely
fidelity.
rebuilding this.
How do all these things kind of come
from
to
the
life?
ground up.
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environment.
Of course, one of the hallmark elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3
Dang, what a
to kind of how
difference.
the
Look
flood
at that.
behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
Talk to me just a little bit about how we're approaching the narrative aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
This really provides a degree of fidelity that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
The thing I really want to see is that they held true to the feel of the original Halo. That's what I want them to capture. So they can tweak some things, they can adjust some things, improve some things from their standpoint, but I want them to capture the original story. So you can preserve the original story, but I want it to play like the original story. Well, we'll have to see it.
Character interactions maybe between Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Cool. 2026. So yeah, ultimately, I mean, that's exciting. I mean, I think it's a good testing bed, kind of a good way to reboot. The last few Halos just have been frustrating, haven't really gone anywhere. I know some people have liked them, but like the majority haven't really enjoyed it too much. And then, yeah, the launch with Halo Infinite just was not done very well. I mean, we actually got multiplayer early by like, I think a couple of weeks, which was kind of cool. And like, again, it was cool for what it was, but then the microtransaction live service side of it just really took hold. And the campaign I haven't played yet, but I've heard it was okay. Some people liked it, some people didn't, so it's kind of a mixed bag. But like to recapture, to rebuild this would be great. And yeah, they've dropped their own engine and have swapped it out for Unreal Engine 5. But again, those Unreal Engine 5 games, they have a lot of those performance issues, and I'm really hoping that they've optimized the game first, like Unreal Engine says you should, and not save it for last. But yeah, again, we saw some aliasing in there a little bit. But overall, it does look really, really good. But I wonder, too, how it's going to perform with 4-player co-op in there. That's going to be pretty wild. I'm thinking, too, that there's also going to be a harder difficulty in there. We know we're going to see a few more enemies in there. I don't know. I'm kind of excited, and I'm curious. Very rarely do I feel kind of some sort of excitement, and I wouldn't say it's super high. I'm still, because again, it's Unreal Engine 5, man. And again, I think Halo Studios, through the reboot, they need to prove themselves. So while they've tweaked some things, have they captured the essence of what Halo is?
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to
This
Halo's
does look
control
really
center.
good. This too is also an Unreal Engine 5, and that is a concern for me. Because I've played quite a few games even just this year that have been an Unreal Engine 5 and just have had major performance issues. Not just on PC, but console as well. But like, it looks good. Well, we got some pop in there on the right side for that luster on the metal. But yeah, the fire, smoke. Again, this is just a cinematic. But yeah, there's a little bit of pop in there. I'm kind of surprised by that.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out swinging.
We have a little extra hit marker. It's very slight, but it's there. It's right around the reticule. Is it just me that humans look really small? I mean, they look really teeny. Yeah, particle effects are excellent. Again, Unreal Engine 5 usually always looks really good. But yeah, it's the performance that I worry about. Oh wow, look at the ring. Detail on the ring is cool.
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the location of Halo's control center. I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. We were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav plate.
Oh, cool. Blowing of the barrels when you're firing. That's awesome. So yeah, they've added a few things. So we've seen a reticule marker. We've seen definitely a lot more particle physics, even just from the remaster that they gave us through Master Chief Collection. And then yeah, we see some finer details here, like the glowing of the barrels
There, in the cliff wall.
after firing, and
Somewhere inside that
a
facility.
little bit more realistic blood. The anything that has to do
We
with
have to get in
lighting
there
actually
and
looks
stop
really
them
good. Oh,
before
there's
they
some
learn the location
aliasing
of the
there.
control center.
But yeah, too, there have been a little bit of issues as well with, yeah, some of the shader pop in and that aliasing just for a second. There's a little bit more around the covenant, covenant when you got hit there. Man, I still feel like we're going to have some of those issues. Again, hopefully they're small, hopefully they're minor, hopefully most people don't pick them up at all. But yeah, there's a little bit of issues, and I'm running this at 720p at 60 hertz for my video.
Should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. Don't let them lock the doors.
Wow, man, that does look good. It does look good.
I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. We need to find the security override to get
The
this
thing
door
though is
open.
that they have to do a good job with it. We'll have to see. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you guys on the next one.